Alright. So that look familiar, Arnie?
Well, especially when you put your bloody head in it. It's familiar.
Can you see it alright?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit better on the TV.
What does that notice say?
What's that? Hang on.
Well, that notice on the side there, what did that say?
Notice on that side of
Oh, where the dart is. No, it's gone now. Gone now, don't worry.
Alright, so that's a Cuckoo Clock restaurant. You've probably never seen that.
No.
Where are we next?
We're coming from
That's the Golden Age Hotel.
Golden Age, so
Oh,
we're
of
coming
course, of
this
course,
way.
of course,
Okay?
of course.
So first of all we'll go down to the old creek. Okay?
Yeah, Russell was only down there a week or so ago.
Oh, was he? Oh yeah.
Last long weekend.
Oh, good one.
Now, Glenn, see this place here on the corner?
It would have, which one?
Oh, no.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
Keep going.
So you got the Golden Age.
Yeah.
Now, this is where you would have stayed.
That place there on the corner,
Okay.
That
this
one.
here.
there, we lived underneath that, didn't we? That not that
Oh,
place because it's a
yes,
new
Dawn,
building.
I've finally got me. I've finally
You
got.
got
me
your bearings?
Yeah.
Yes, that's out.
We're going to go around.
That's
so
out, and
Yeah.
we go down there.
There, and then
See?
underneath
And
there.
that's,
now apparently
where
that's
they-
the original place. I
Oh,
read
yes.
up.
Yeah.
It was called the Temperance
Yeah, what's
B&B.
yeah.
Temperance
Yeah,
or something like
no
that.
idea, right.
It was condemned in 1990, and some people moved in and they've done it all up.
Yeah, but it was a shop when we were
It was
there.
a shop.
It was a shop.
It was a shop
okay.
when we
Because
were
I'll
there
tell
and
you-
we
I'll
were
tell you why
underneath
it was a
it.
shop, because they had
Yeah.
ice cream, what's names, all in the front there.
Yeah.
With that, what's name, and Glenda pinched an ice cream. Bloody what?
You pinched
I pinched the bloody ice cream out of
But
it.
we weren't there very long, were we? Before we went up to the one up on the hill, behind that draper's store.
So how long do you reckon you were there for?
Now there,
Yeah. So this was after
Oh,
this
short
was
time.
after the second burnt
this-
house, was it, or what?
No. Was it?
We should do it in
Oh,
quick
no, I
rest.
think it might have been, was it?
It wasn't after the bushfires,
No,
because
but
you went to the
no,
courthouse.
we went to the courthouse.
Yeah.
After,
Yeah.
No, that was after the shop fire.
Okay,
Yeah.
after the shop fire.
Yeah, because from there then we went up to the house behind the Golden Age Hotel, didn't we?
Oh yes.
From where
yeah,
we left,
yeah,
when we left there.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll drive down anyway.
You get a better
But-
look as you're
but
coming
Dawn-
back up the hill.
So you reckon you live down here?
Yeah,
Right down. That's
Yeah.
the corner where you're straight down where that bus is.
yeah.
We're going down.
That's where oh, what's that bloody name used to live? Yeah, there. Yeah, in that corner there.
Yeah.
And then you keep going right down around that corner there, Rob.
Yeah, we'll keep on going.
See that
Yeah.
building where the bus was probably was there when we were there. I'm just trying to get their names. Where are you, Sade?
Oh, I would have
Connell?
a clue, Glenn.
Connell's?
No.
Because that's a Connell bus depot there.
It is.
Connell, is that?
It is now.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no, they weren't foreigners that lived there.
No, I wouldn't have it.
Yeah,
You reckon that
Yeah.
house would have been there? That one there?
it could have been.
Looks like an old timer.
Yeah, it could have been there. And there's one there on the other side there. Keep going down a bit, Rob.
Okay.
That one there.
Which one? That one?
That one there on that post, I don't know whether that's an old original, but that one there, I Sadie would put the name to them straight away.
Yeah.
I can't put the name to them, but that's the first time I saw a dead person in a coffin.
Oh.
And that was a boy that died, they had diphtheria outbreak.
Oh,
And the boy,
Okay.
a young boy.
So that's an original there. That's an original
I
house.
reckon it could
We
be.
just come up
looks a
with
bit
it.
like it.
It's an old place. It looks like
It's like, yeah.
I can't just put their names to them.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
But that's, yeah. And that, you can see that all on the other side's all changed.
Yeah.
completely.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We'll come down to the
down
old
there,
house.
Yeah.
So hang on, we'll keep going down.
No, don't know, this new house is built
Yeah.
there.
So this is like all parks around here. So were there any houses in this area or
No,
never?
no,
Yeah.
no. That place especially, definitely not there. And I don't think that one there, no.
Will that be part of the orchard? That'd be an apple tree or something like that.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, I reckon that'd be it's definitely some sort of fruit tree, I reckon.
Oh,
right?
yeah, well, it could be too. Could be. What's the name?
We'll look around, we'll do a loop around, you'll be able to get a better view when we drive around. You'll see that's probably all changed since you've been there. That's a Livingston Creek Park.
yeah, the creek.
The creek's all
Yeah.
along there.
Well, the place right down over the what's name. It must have been there in the corner.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're coming around. We're going to
yes.
drive around, so just give me a tip to get around and you'll be able to see it. So that's a boundary there.
Yeah.
Look around here. Look straight up at it.
Well, that must have been where.
So that's new.
That must have been where our old house was.
Yeah, well,
See, I've got a feeling, I kind of remember when I went up with Mum and the house is still there, it hadn't been
The house-
pulled down.
the house
And I
was
got a
there.
feeling it was in here. It wasn't there.
Yeah, well, I reckon it was over.
I reckon it was
said to
around
you,
there.
Rob, what I can remember.
No, they'd have to be there because
Around there or here?
it's up in there.
Up in here, this house, where this house is.
Oh, I don't know where that
This
house
is a brand
No.
new house.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
But that's where the house was.
That's where the house was.
It was,
yeah.
up there.
It
was
was,
up.
it was definitely up there because
Okay.
because Robert, I can remember we had the floods. You wouldn't remember the floods, Dawn?
No.
The floods, the water was up all around.
Oh, did it come right up there?
All right up the back there. See, I can't even talk to Perth about it to remember it. I can't talk to Mummy about it.
No,
now.
that's
No,
right,
that's
yeah,
what
but
it
you'll
is.
remember
Well,
it.
no, we're looking at
Yeah.
it, we can't say, oh, say,
And
where was
see-
that?
And see, Sade put a name to it.
Yeah.
Sade would remember the name.
Oh,
but
yes.
I can't remember the names, but Sade would remember the names for me.
So that's probably an original old tree there.
I would say it is by the looks of the
Yeah.
tree. Mm.
Look around.
Yes, because when we had floods, the water came up, the creek ran down the side of that, Robert, must have been
Yeah.
the side of those trees.
Yeah.
Have you got anything of the creek?
No, I didn't walk down there.
You couldn't get a photo of the creek.
Oh, I
there.
didn't.
No, see,
didn't.
that's all.
See, I didn't
Yeah.
think about it, none. So.
Yeah, but see, that was all flat.
Yeah.
That was all flat, and there it went out right, what's name, and the creek went down, right down further. But when it flooded, it flooded right across those flats.
Okay.
Probably right across these that you're showing now. Rob.
Yeah.
It flooded right,
So
right across there.
would that there, was that the original driveway up to the
No,
house?
there was no driveway.
There was
there.
no driveway?
There was nothing there.
Nothing there?
No, there was nothing.
Was there a fence around it or?
No.
Yeah, because then we had chooks.
Yeah, but around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a fence around the house. I
Yeah.
definitely had a fence, and there's a beautiful orchard there, Dawn.
Yeah, I can't remember. I
Oh,
can
no,
just vainly remember trees. I
Yeah,
don't know
there
what
was
they
a
were.
beautiful orchard
But I know
there.
that I know we had chooks.
Well, that's probably where all that wood is along the side there. It's probably from the orchard.
Well, quite
Did you?
possibly.
That wood back.
Yeah, no, we did have a beautiful orchard there with
All that wood
oh,
along here, there's stacks of wood there. It's probably come from the orchard. They
yeah.
probably chopped down the recently chopped. See, look
Go
all,
back a bit, Rob.
yeah,
For a sec.
see all the wood there?
Yeah.
But you want to go back, do you?
Oh yeah, I'm looking for the mountain,
Okay.
and I thought that was a mountain I could see
Yeah,
on
okay.
the side
Hang
there.
on, we'll just bring it back a little bit.
There is a bit of. You have got one of them.
Yeah, we're going to look around.
See, there's
right.
a mountain.
Oh, there's the mountain there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the mountain there. Oh, we climbed up there around there.
So the house would have been there, where that house
I
is
reckon
there
the
now.
house would have been there.
That wouldn't have been there, would it?
Steps.
Oh no,
No,
no, none of that.
no.
No,
Would that garage been there?
no,
No, nothing,
nothing,
yeah.
nothing. That what I remember, the house was up there on the hill. I don't know whether I can't remember any out sheds, Robert, so I can't really.
No, all I know we had a.
I remember
There
Mum
was
and
a
I
chook
going,
shed.
yeah. I remember Mum and I went in the old
Chalks,
house.
yeah, chalks, yeah.
And it was all burnt out. The back bit was burnt out.
Yeah.
And it was just gutted. It was just gutted.
Yeah,
but
well,
the structure was still there.
I think when we went up there was nothing there.
Yeah, so
We go with Fred. I'll try.
so when you went up there was no letter at the grave.
There was no what?
Letter at the grave. I'll show you in a
the bowl
minute.
of flowers.
But when you went up to Nana's grave,
Yeah.
Mum and I put a vase.
Oh,
And in the vase we put some flowers.
Yeah.
And Mum wrote a letter and she sealed it in the vase.
yeah.
So, but when Auntie Ollie said that when they went up it'd gone, and you went with Auntie Ollie, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. There was no letter. And then Auntie
No.
Ollie put a letter in there
Oh,
and
yes,
that's gone.
and
That's
that's
not
gone.
there.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, somebody's taken
Oh,
it.
Yeah, Mum wrote a letter and I never
must
knew
have-
what she wrote in it.
I must tell Russell about that. Russell been up a couple of times. He was up only the last.
Yeah, it was just after Rob come back.
Yeah,
you
well, I
were
left,
telling me.
I'll show
yeah.
you the flowers I left up there, so yeah, he would have seen that. So now we'll go for a drive up to the other house.
See, there's the creek, Glen, along
Yeah,
there.
along there.
Oh yes, that's
Just in
right.
there.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, but as I said, that quite often it was flooded, and it was flooded right up
And
around.
we used to walk a lot more right around that creek.
Yeah, what you saying the chooks? Mum's written there about gypsies coming. All the
Oh
chooks
yeah,
had
there
to
was
be-
always gypsies and
Yeah.
Omeo.
down here, coming camping along the
And
creek here.
What's the other one? Afghanistan or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
There used to
okay.
be an old Afghanistan. Well, he reckons he doctor, herbalist bloke. All those
Okay,
sort of
yeah,
used to wander around there. Where are we now?
We're still down on the old.
Because I know a
house.
gypsy threatened to split my throat one day.
What?
We were at school, and the gypsies were walking on the road, because that's been young kids,
Yeah,
we were hanging
give a
over the
cheek,
fence giving
yeah,
a cheek.
yeah.
I'll slit yours off!
So that's a pretty new house.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that's a new place.
Yeah.
That's a new place. The place that we
Were those populars back up there? Were they there? Can you remember
yeah, well,
that?
they could have been. I would say they'd been planted and then they'd grown
Yeah,
because they'd
He
take
looks
it.
like an oldie too, that one there.
They would take
that'd
years.
be an old one.
They'd take years to grow.
All those trees around there
So
are
that-
be
yeah,
old ones.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that would be part of the orchard there, probably.
Yeah.
The one lone stand and the orchard tree. Alright, we're heading up the hill now. We'll head up to the triangle house. Didn't quite get to it. He's an old timer. We'll just stop it as we just got get up the hill near the
See, we would have gone in under there, Glen.
Yeah, hang on.
That's
stop
where
it.
we would have, where we lived, in under
there.
there.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know how long we were there for. I can't remember. I didn't think it was very long.
Oh, where's
It's
this?
sticked out. This is coming up the hill. This is the Golden
Yes,
Age there,
Up to the
eh?
gate and all
So
that.
there's
we
the
stayed.
there's a Temperance B&B or whatever they call it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Temperance
So,
when we were
yeah.
there. It was a shop.
Slaters.
Slater's. That's right. It was too.
Pat myself on the back.
Yes, Glenda, pat
Do
yourself
what?
on the back.
Well, you can't expect to remember things straight away. You
No,
probably have to
names
think
are-
about it. and then you'll come
names
to
are
you.
my down.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
on, Rob.
We're
Now,
going
there's
up.
the Golden Age
Okay,
there.
so we're heading up to the
Yeah.
old house.
Yeah, that's the Golden Age there.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
It's been burnt down and been
Yeah.
actually, I don't know whether it's been
Golden
rebuilt
Age wasn't
twice.
burnt down, no.
Hey?
Golden Age
Yes,
wasn't
it's been
burnt down.
burnt down. though.
Was it?
Yeah, oh yes, that's a new one.
See now, we used to
No,
go
no.
round, Glen, round that corner there.
We're going around that corner in a minute.
Round that
So we're
corner
going
we
around
used to go.
now.
That's what's names on the corner. They're McCoys.
Yeah.
McCoys were there
Yeah.
with their bloody sheep. The bloody
Oh,
sheep. He
they-
got me up the bloody tree one day.
Yeah, and they
neighbour
bailed
wouldn't
you
let-
up.
Wouldn't let me down. So he wouldn't. The rotten thing. I think I might have been up the mulberry tree. So it was. The little thing wouldn't let me down.
So in here was, what you say, Aunt? An orchard or something like that. There was trees in here.
Behind
too,
the
right?
pub, yeah.
Yeah.
It had a big orchard right along there.
Alright, we'll
Yeah.
go for a drive up here.
Yeah, that was,
Then Glen-
that was McCoy's, and that's
And whose was that?
We're safe.
Yeah.
where's side? Haylocks was on the
No, Haylock's was on another corner,
no,
wasn't it?
Haylocks was on the corner. We just gone past.
Because they had a deformed son, didn't they?
Yeah, that was Haylocks on the corner. The one I was just saying about that little
Oh, yeah,
fence around it.
yeah,
Alright, keep
yeah.
going.
Because I know they had a deformed
Who
son.
lived in that place?
Yeah, I'm trying to think who lived in there. I don't know. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I won't be able to know
So
the
it's an
name. I
old,
can tell
yeah,
you that now.
yeah, you'll remember it eventually.
No,
Yeah.
I
It's
won't,
an old
Rob.
and original, yeah?
Yeah.
Could be an old
I'd say it is an
original,
old original. I've done it up a bit, but
Yeah.
So were there all houses along here, were there?
No.
no,
Never?
not very
No.
many, no.
No. There we're getting up the hill now. We must be up. We must be just atop the hill now. Oh no, that's see what that Rob. See what that one is back there.
Hang on, we'll come back.
That's Haylock's door where we lived.
That was that one there.
No, the one back.
Back further.
The one back.
What do you mean? Hang on.
The one just back a bit
Hang
on that side. Where you gone down? They said that was McCoy's.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember who that was.
Yeah, I know. That's
There. And further up, that'd been about Haylocks, I reckon. There. That's Dawn. That's where we lived. That was the place there.
that one there.
No, but that was the place there that we lived on in when we were last in
Omeo. Well, that's what I was saying.
But the one further up on the hill
was where we lived.
was burnt.
Yes.
One further
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, well, that was what I say. That was the one behind the pub.
Oh, so you lived here?
No, but I wouldn't. Yeah, we lived there. It was a sort of a two building place.
You
It was
had
a
the
building
front.
there and a building there.
The back.
Oh, like
And
a
it just
granny
a-
flat at the back or something?
Well,
Your
Oh,
kitchen
divided.
and another bedroom was at the
Dad
back.
had his
Okay.
bedroom up in the top part,
yeah.
and then there was bedrooms down the bottom.
Oh, okay.
There was just a narrow piece up there. It wasn't covered, I don't think.
No, that
was it?
walkway wasn't. It was just
No,
a
it was-
couple of
So
steps.
basically
in
that
there.
house hasn't changed at all. So that's it. That's the original house,
Oh,
yeah?
no.
No, it's
no.
been done up.
No, that's not Rob. Definitely.
That's
No,
not-
it was
that's
just
not-
a little
But that's where you did live, in that end, on that block.
That was the last living place in
before we left Omeo.
Yeah.
There was none of those along there.
And
None of those
it
houses
must be
along
just
there.
about the top of the hill, just there, where those trees are, I'd say. I'd say up there, Dawn.
Yeah,
That's where we live.
So Mum always said the triangle house.
yeah.
That's
But
right.
I reckon the
Yeah.
house is back further
Yeah,
now than
yeah.
what our house was.
Ours was more towards this way,
Yeah.
overlooking. Dad,
So the
Dad,
road's there, Arnie.
Yeah.
So the house was about there, was it? Or
Dad was just up, our place was up behind that big tree.
what big tree?
Dawn?
Yeah,
Up behind that tree there.
yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
So it's where the triangle house is.
A bit,
No,
it was
no.
forward. It was
It's
more
forward.
It was back
Yeah.
of this way a little bit.
Yeah.
Which way are you going? Down
We're
here?
coming down
or-
the hill. Down, not down the hill, down that way.
It was about here.
No, not
No,
on the
no,
road.
It was up
on the other
here.
side.
See where the telephone
that-
pole
It
is?
I
was
reckon-
further up.
Where
No.
the
Further
telephone
up
pole
there.
is.
Yeah.
Come back now a little bit.
What telephone pole?
There,
Yeah,
but
the
I've got
pole.
the thing on now. There.
Oh, no,
watch that.
yeah,
Now
not
come
there.
back a bit.
Yeah.
And up there, about in there. I reckon it was.
Where the gum tree is now.
Yes,
Yes.
But it was closer. It was more forward or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I reckon.
All
more
right.
forward,
Okay.
Robert, more
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't
you
go
see-
up there.
See what I mean? It's more forward. It completely overlooked everything.
Yeah.
Where that
Okay.
place looks like it's back a bit, and that what's name there? It just the road where we were, and it just went up a little bit further up to a bit of a hill.
So that road continued on.
And
See, that road
it was a sort
stops
of a road.
there. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it was a really rough road, and I didn't want to
It
drive up
stopped
it.
there, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just up from our place, there was a fence line there, and I think whether people had cattle or whatever running
Yeah.
down there. It was
Okay.
a bit of an old road.
Yeah, it's a
You
shame I
really
didn't go up. I
couldn't-
should have
you
taken
couldn't
the
walk
old
on
bummer.
an road
Oh,
there.
it was a really rough road
Yeah.
Yeah.
around the back there, and I thought I'm not driving up
So
there.
even though they've built up there, they've never done the road up much.
Doesn't look like it, does it?
It's just.
Although that, Glenn, then Rob will take you up another
Yeah,
road
we'll go up
behind,
another one.
and it'll come into the house.
Oh,
So this isn't the entrance. I don't think this is the
No,
entrance.
I'd say the entrance to this house is the
Yeah.
next road up, Rob.
Yeah.
What
That's
you
what-
showed.
that's
And it doesn't look it because it looks like the
No.
fence line goes right along there.
Yeah.
well, our
So-
place definitely was just up
Yeah.
there.
So this is Camp Street, I think it was called. There was Wills and
But
Camp
we lived in
Street.
Camp Street.
Yeah, this is it.
We lived in Camp
Yeah.
Street. Yeah.
But I think the triangle house gains an entry up on the next street. We'll go
Oh,
up
Well,
there.
that's what it looks like when you
Yeah,
showed
there's
me the
a more
yeah.
a better road.
Yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
for a drive up.
It's a better
not better
road.
road because I couldn't bloody turn around but back.
Oh,
So there's a golden age over there, so that would have been more trees.
Yeah, well, see, that was
And you
cool.
guys would have been at the white little courthouse at the back here.
Yeah.
oh yes.
After the fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I should have took some, I'll show you a couple of photos. But all this area, this is like a museum, a historical park.
Oh.
So you've got the courtyard, the courthouse, a little white courthouse.
Yeah.
And you got, I think this is,
Which little one? The one,
You
you
one
can't
behind
see
the
it,
main
it's
the one
behind
you're
this.
arrowing.
No,
No,
you
you
can't
have
see
got a
it.
better photo,
Yeah, I'll
Robert.
show
Oh
you.
yes, yeah,
Behind the main
We'll drive
courthouse.
up and,
yeah.
I'll show you some photos.
See, that's a better road. That's more into the.
Yeah.
Let's say.
What's Tom?
Where's
Yes, there's no bad photo of the hill then, the mountain.
No.
So that's a triangle house there.
See, so they come in that way. Instead of the way we came.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. That's just at the back.
Yeah. They've built the house back further than ours.
It must be, because otherwise you would have come up this street, wouldn't you? It would have been easier.
Oh no, it was. I just didn't think the road was as bad as that.
So that road was there when you lived up there, yeah?
I don't
No.
Or was it?
No.
Okay.
I don't even
No.
remember a road being behind us.
There was.
Okay.
There was.
Because we had a big block behind us. didn't
Yes,
we?
it was. Yeah. There was no road. There was nothing there. Nothing behind it. Just like that hill there.
Yeah.
That's I can sort of remember that hill up behind us. But further up from that, there was another road, but it was quite a way up from there though.
I think this just comes down.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get out of this. I'll do
It made me cry. Remember Satan up and all the rest of everything all up there. Yeah.
this. Okay, we'll go past the old post office.
I was saying to Rob there, just out in that corner, is where
Don't
we
worry
used to
about
go every morning. Had
Yeah.
to walk about 2 or 3 miles to get a bucket of milk, belly of milk
Oh
before
yeah.
we went to school.
Okay, so we're coming in from the Hotham side now. Same way. I'll speed it up a bit.
They got better roads there than we got down here.
Oh, it's a good road. Oh
that's what
yeah, because
Russell
there's all
said,
the,
good
it's all
road.
for the skiers and that up
It's
to
all
Mount
good
Hotham. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, well they were up there the last long weekend, Robert.
Yeah.
Look at the park there, Glenn.
Did they go up? Why did they go? Why'd they go up for? Huh?
Nothing.
Just for a holiday? Yeah, just a break.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, somebody had just taken over the pub this weekend,
Which are the golden age?
the Golden Age,
Yeah.
and the fella that had taken over in the lurch, he had no staff.
So that's the secretary, or what do you call
The
it?
secretary.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And then you
yeah.
got the courthouse over the other side.
Yeah.
You got the school here.
Yeah,
Oh
still-
yes.
still
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
So we're coming up the hill now. Now, Auntie Dawn showed me where you used to live, the arson one. See whether you get it right, Auntie Glenn. So your post office is up here. There's your post office. We're coming back down in a minute.
I reckon it was in around here. See where that place is there? I
Yeah.
reckon it was about there that where that Drapers was.
So we're heading towards the hilltop up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon it was about along there
So
Yes.
where the
Yeah.
Drapers was.
nothing was ever built. That's a
No.
mechanics hall, or what they call them,
Oh.
masons, or what they
Nice,
call
yeah.
it.
But I reckon it was just
Oh
round
yes.
about there.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yes. It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been.
No, it wasn't any
There was.
further up.
There was a. Where was the police station?
It was not.
Back
The police
behind,
station was
behind,
back on the other
yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah, the police station was back behind the golden age there.
Yeah.
We'll hook around and come back. So that's the hilltop there.
Still as sooty as
Oh,
ever.
yeah.
Still old. And
Showground there.
The showground's there. Yeah.
We'll hook around.
Yeah.
yeah, they reckon the hilltops never done it. They've never done it up. Never done it up a little bit.
Well,
It
Mum and
loo-
I
it looks
stayed
to
there
me-
as a dump when we were
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Well, it looks to me the same as what it was. What they built. They were building.
Yeah.
They were building it, Rob. We were taken from home.
Yeah.
Who was it? Me.
Yeah, we went.
You weren't there.
No, we went to Melbourne.
There was me. It must have been me and Olive. They took us up there. It was in the what's the name? I think it barely had a roof on it, and that was
Okay.
they reckon that was the safest place for us all to go to.
Okay.
And they took
Because
us
of
up.
the concrete shell or whatever, the
No,
brick
well, the
shell
fire,
or
well,
whatever.
the fire
yeah.
was, it would look like going through the bottom part of the town.
Yeah.
Well, where we were, it wasn't safe, and they put us up there, and I can remember them throwing mattresses on the floor, Dawn,
Yeah.
to lay on. There was no, you know, it was
Yeah,
just in
just
the
whatever
process
you
of,
can get,
Okay.
it was just in the process of being built.
Yeah.
And then Dad went back off, and he went back down to the house, but then he had to go to work.
Yeah.
Which house did he go back to? The
The one-
triangle
The
house?
one behind, no.
One behind the pub.
Oh,
back on
behind the
hill,
pub. Okay.
Back on the hill.
Yeah, the triangle. Where the
Yeah, I
triangle
call
one
it
was,
triangle, yeah.
Oh yes, whether you call the triangle, yeah. Yes,
So you reckon your old house was along here somewhere?
And I
Somewhere along
reckon,
here?
where those buildings are down there, I reckon it was, Glenn.
So you moved into this house here
Yeah.
after the fires?
Yes, now we see we come so far up the hill, and
Then we come onto the flat.
there was a flat strip
This
where
bit?
we lived.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I
Flat
reckon it's near
strip.
one of those
Yeah.
places there.
Yeah.
Because I can remember Dad going out. We had to go up this little laneway
Oh,
to get
shit,
out, didn't
we
we? The
could have
place
been-
was on fire.
we could have
only
been
had a
trapped
little
there.
laneway to try and get out.
Geez, we were lucky there, Rob.
Really, yeah?
We
Yeah.
were. Dad, the place we lived in was the back of old shops.
Yeah.
Well, you had to walk in. There was bit of a laneway, just a
It
laneway.
wouldn't been as wide. Only
Oh,
as
really?
wide as a
We,
passage.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
walked up there between the shops,
Yeah.
and then we come right down here to the back, and there's all shops are in it. Then we went down around there.
Whoa.
We were there.
So you could have really well and truly
We
be
were
trapped
there.
there.
They've all been
yeah.
burnt.
No,
Yeah.
but Rob, we were there. Dad slept there,
Yeah.
and that's where the fire started, next to the room
Which
from
Dad
Dad.
started.
Oh, okay.
And so if Dad hadn't been wide awake, we
It
would
would- but you all would have been trapped.
Bloody get out of that place.
Couldn't have got
We-
out.
We couldn't have done.
Yeah.
No, we were damn lucky to
it's
get
just-
out of it anyway.
So who was up
So-
there when this?
Oh, we were all there.
We're all
Oh, Mum was there too,
Yeah,
and
oh,
everybody
Mum
was there.
Mum was
Yeah.
there.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
know that.
yeah. Oh, no,
I
I thought
everyone-
Mum was down in Melbourne.
No, no,
So
not,
I
not
remember
this time.
Dad said, I'm rushing out. He rushed out ahead of us to get the fire brigade.
Yeah.
I can
Sure.
remember him walking down the street, yelling his head off,
Yeah,
oh, fire.
we were
And the
all
bastard that owned the place turned up before anybody else did, dressed in a suit and everything. What's wrong? Dad said, your
So that's
bloody
what-
shop's on fire.
Yeah, that's where you got the idea of the
Yes, a grocery
arson.
shop.
Yeah.
Gro-
Drapery
grocery-
shop.
Um,
Drapery.
drapery?
Yeah, drapery
Well,
shop.
that might
yeah.
have been the old fire brigade station there. I think it's up near the hospital. I think now that could have been the old one in there.
The old
Yeah.
fire brigade.
I know it was down the hill a little bit on the other side of the road. It was
Okay.
only a bell, wasn't it?
Mm,
You had to ring the bell.
Oh yes, it was only so far down the hill. Yes,
Yeah.
it was too.
Because I know Dad took off, ran down the hill. He said, you all get out of there. And he
I
took
can
off.
remember us kids running out and Dad going ahead of them, we screaming fire, fire,
Oh,
fire.
yeah, you would be.
And don't know whether anybody's taking any notices or
No,
not.
and that, I
forget,
can
can't
still
remember.
remember to this day Dad saying that bastard turns up in a bloody suit and tie.
And what time was this? What
Oh,
time do you
so
reckon?
that was
Was it?
Oh, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
or
really?
something
Yeah.
like that.
Early as the
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
It's early as the morning, Rob.
As if.
Yeah. I mean, Dad being a man that would lie awake a lot at night time,
Yeah.
and that, well, what's his name? He was wide awake, so he would have smelled it straight away.
Okay, you're down
Yeah,
to your old
well,
work spot.
That's where he used to work.
I
Dad
did.
used to go in down
I
the
did too,
side,
Rob.
didn't he?
Yeah,
to his
yeah, you
office?
did. Yeah, yeah.
I did, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you went down. Granddad's office was down
Yeah,
there,
you
was
said
it?
go in there.
Yeah, not with the steps, just where that little
No,
black
where that
patch
little
is.
side.
Was there a house? Did somebody
No, it
live
was
behind
No,
it?
no,
underneath.
Dad was down the hill. There, about
Oh,
there,
there.
Dad
Hang
used
on,
to
I just
go
drove
in.
there.
Yeah, it was underneath was
Yeah.
just
Hang on, we'll just drive
rooms. Dad had his rooms there, didn't he?
Yeah,
Underneath.
underneath.
He even
yeah.
slept there after the fire.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, the old post.
This is an old timer, this one too. Was that there?
It's an old one.
Yeah. Don't remember that.
I remember
it's open. What's it open for?
Oh, so like a.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's a
Uh,
good picture of the mountains, Dan. I remember.
Yeah,
you
but
can
it-
imagine looking at them and they're all on
Yeah.
fire.
But it
Yeah.
all goes back way up our side too.
Yeah.
Well, Rob, you can what's the name? The mountain there now. That doesn't look very high.
But it is high.
Oh, it's
But-
buggered to walk up. I wouldn't be bothered
yeah,
walking
yeah,
up.
we used to.
Yeah.
We used to go up
What
there
was
with
it?
kids.
Twisted Tree or something like that.
Oh, something up there.
I was going to
That
ask about that, but
Yeah,
just
it was
didn't run
something
out
up
of
there.
time.
But when
Mum used to say she used to walk with Melba Shelton
Yeah,
Forsyth,
up to
yeah.
the Twisted Tree.
Yeah, she would have. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when the fire first started, Rob, all you could see was a little bit of a fire right on the very top of the hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Just nothing.
then
Yeah.
it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was pitch dark. That's all
Okay.
it was,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
But with that, it just took off. Went through a pine
Pine plant, yeah, the big pine plant.
So there's your little white courthouse there. There's the old. Oh, that must be the old one and the new one. See
That's-
that? You got it?
Oh,
the
yeah,
courthouse.
yeah,
There.
Yeah. So that's the
Where I
one
got
we
my
did.
finger?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the newie there. I'll show
So
you
now
a
they
couple
had
of
one of
photos.
those underground bikes in there.
Yeah.
And we always wanted to get on it, and Dad wouldn't let us.
Underground bike.
Yeah, they spring it up as an exercise, just sit inside like a hatch in the ground.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah.
Bring it up, and we weren't allowed to use it.
No. No, Dad wouldn't have just
So
touched
there's
it.
Dad wouldn't
there's
let us
the
touch it.
accommodation.
Dad was very, what's name?
There used to be a paper shop just there opposite the pub.
Yeah, there was.
Because
What,
we used to
that
go
one
down
there,
there 7
or-
or 8 o'clock at night, didn't we, when the bus come in
And get the
to
paper.
get the paper.
Yeah.
What in the brick ones or
Yeah, the
maybe,
ones you were showing.
Yeah.
The ones you were showing there was. Yeah.
So probably in one of them
I'd say so, Rob, yeah.
because they're pretty
I know it was
originals,
right
aren't they?
opposite the Golden Age Hotel.
What's it called? The Holston Building. That's 1931.
Yeah, Holston, yeah, they've kept the original top of the front of them.
Yeah, they have too.
Yeah. And that was the newsagents because we used to go down and get our paper. Or it was a
Yeah,
shop,
they
but we
have
used to
too,
go and get
that's
our
right.
paper.
Yeah. And they have kept the original.
Yeah, 1931.
Yeah.
I remember just there where the pub is, when the pub was burnt down, they got an old tin shed they had up just there on the side there for selling the grog and everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they had to have that up. Look at those houses there now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's to give you an
that's
idea
the
of the
main
mountain.
highway.
So there's the mountains behind there. You probably climbed up. So the creek's down here. Creek's down here. The house, well, the old house would have been down here. That's probably one of the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you got the
yeah. We went
go
when,
hiking up there.
When we moved down there, we drove down the creek. Percy was Fred was driving. We drove around there.
Yeah, the creek's down there. So yeah,
Yeah.
you would have been looking up at that hill. That would have been the main hill.
Yes, doesn't look very high looking at it.
Doesn't
just
look
in
very
the
high,
photo.
but it is when you
No,
look at
it's-
it.
But
yeah.
to
That's
us
steep.
it was very
Yeah.
high, big
Yeah.
high mountain.
Gee, that bloke's clean. He's putting another trailer behind a
Yeah, I
caravan.
know. Noticed
Yeah,
that there
it's got
earlier,
a
earlier.
Winnebago and
Yeah.
got the works.
It's got a Winnebago out, as you say, and
Um,
it works. It's very interesting, that is, Rob.
I'll just show you Nana's grave. Hang on, don't worry about me.
Yeah, see, there's
So
the
hang on,
bowl.
I'll just see. There's that. Me and Mum took that vase up, yeah,
Yeah.
and it had a lid on it, and we put flowers in and a letter.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's the original vase, but the lid was gone, and there was no. All was left was crap in the bottom there.
Oh,
So last week when I went up there, I took those up, and I took a little one up there too.
oh, you were only up there when?
Wednesday week, Wednesday. I was up there last
That
week
was
before
fortnight.
last.
Yeah, we
Fortnight
went
ago,
fortnight
yeah.
ago.
Well,
Right,
Russell was
yeah.
up there the last long weekend.
Okay, so that'd be all still there. The two vases would be there,
I must
and
go
I
to
put
see.
red roses in there.
Oh yeah.
And I just took Granddad's medals up. So
And no, but you never left them there.
no, they're
Oh,
here.
no, but
oh
you
no,
just
no.
put it- you just
oh
put 'em
yeah,
there.
I'll show you some too.
You just put them there to what's the name of them, yeah, to get a photo of them. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'll just,
Now, oh, wait, man, Clint, who did that plaque? That's reasonably new. That's not an original plaque on Mum's grave. Who did it?
Huh? Julie did.
yeah. What we were
Julie.
talking about.
Julie
Yeah.
did it.
Oh.
Yeah, she did it all.
What
Yeah,
was,
I didn't know. And Rob said to me, because that is reasonably
Oh no,
new.
no, Julie done that. I reckon 15 or 20 years ago.
Oh, it'd be longer than that.
20 years ago more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who did
just trying to find the photo.
Mel and you? Were you in it with Dad's down here?
Hey?
Were you in it with when they did Dad's? With Dad's name?
Oh yes, no, we were all in it.
We weren't. I wasn't.
You weren't.
No. I know it was mentioned.
Yeah, and I think
And
that,
I don't think we could afford it.
I think that Dawn. I think that was. It was.
Yeah.
It was around the family that,
Yeah.
that did Dad's what's the name down
Yeah.
there.
I'm just trying to find the.
I think the bloody RSL gave $40 towards it.
Oh, did they?
Yes,
Big deal.
the whole $40.
Dad had no time for it.
There's,
No,
there's the
so
old
he didn't.
courthouse.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes, and it's original.
Yeah.
It's bloody original.
And that's a
Yes, the
museum
original,
now.
yeah.
They've got a
Oh.
historical museum in it.
Yeah,
But it
see
wasn't
the old
open when I was there.
museum.
Ah,
So it'd be interesting, you know, for you guys to have a look one day
Yeah,
if you ever get there.
that's
Oh, I won't.
Yeah.
that's definitely.
But it's
the,
definitely a museum in
the
there.
old original.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the old courthouse.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
So the old original's up the back.
And they built a new courthouse. You said in front.
No, I was thinking of that one.
Yeah,
No, when I
that
meant
was
new.
there.
When I meant new.
Oh yes, that's
I meant,
that was
that's,
there
yeah.
when
that's
we
the
were
there.
original. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, that's nothing going on there. I'll just flip it
Yeah.
back. Well, that's where I stayed. That's where I stayed overnight.
In a
right.
Carrick
Yeah,
Park.
there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It was good.
I
There you go.
don't.
There was a
suppose-
bit of stain on there, Annie
Oh,
Glenn.
was there?
I couldn't get it off.
Oh,
I think it's stained well. It's gone into the copper
yeah.
or whatever it is. So
But still, it's a
Uh,
nice plaque, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
well, I was even though we've only just got a little headstone down there for Dad's. Always say what we did was good.
Yeah.
Say
Yeah, of
what's the
course it
name
was.
of Mummy and Omeo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Of course it
You
is,
know, that
Annie.
anybody what's the name that will look where his wife
Exactly.
is. And Mum's buried up
Oh,
there.
hang on. I'll show you. This is. I pulled this off. That's inside the white courthouse. I
Oh,
just got
yeah.
this off the web.
Yeah.
So that's how they've made
Oh,
it
I
inside.
see.
Yes, yeah.
So hang on.
Yeah.
I'll try. I can't crank it up. It's too. Yeah, that's how it is now. So it'd be interesting. That, who knows? There could be photos of
Yeah.
you guys in there.
Oh no, it wouldn't be any photos of us.
No, the
But you don't
Luxies
know.
were no, they're just ordinary old people. Poor Luxies.
And that original,
That's the
yeah,
original,
I
yeah.
can't
Oh.
zoom in. Oh, hang on. So there's a post. So that house there,
I reckon that's where
That's
way
it.
Up there.
I reckon that's our house.
yeah.
I reckon that's
It is our house because look at the
Yeah.
veranda along the front. Because I know we had a bed at the corner of that veranda.
and that bloody father of ours used to sleep
And-
in the front there when it's too hot.
Yeah,
He'd
and
have
I,
the doors and
was
everything
jumping
open.
around on it.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
were always told to keep away from that.
So it's a veranda there.
Veranda
You can see,
there.
definitely see a veranda
Yeah,
there.
and I was playing on there and I fell through the thing and Mum had flowers underneath it with big stakes.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
And
she
I
did
fell
too.
between the stakes.
Yes.
Oh boy, did I get a rousing.
Yeah.
Dad came home and he hit the roof.
But look at the golden age. It's 3 stories.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was originally was three
Okay.
stories.
It's a pretty potholey looking road there, isn't
Yeah,
it?
It's rough as guts, isn't it?
Eh?
And there's the old post office. Well, the post office is the same. The
post
entrance is the same.
Yeah, the entrance has been there from
Yeah,
the
that's,
original.
well, that's, yeah, they're historical, aren't they now?
See, it does show, Dawn, the back of our old place.
Yeah, see,
where
there
it
was
was,
the
there was
hill,
nothing.
Nothing
there
at
was
all.
nothing up
I
there,
knew there was nothing
at
behind
the back
place.
of it. And see, there's
So the fires was it was
Yeah,
ember fires basically, was it?
the fires come over the hill, Robert, and there's embers went everywhere. It burned our house down. It went over there.
So basically, it wasn't. It
missed
wasn't.
out.
I always thought it was like forest around there, but it wasn't.
No,
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 it was
no,
ember.
it
Ember
was
attack.
embers. It was
See that
embers.
house there? That was the place we lived in, Halos.
That's Haylock's place.
Because
yeah.
that's the back part of it.
yeah, yeah,
Front
that's
and then the back.
yeah, that's the other
Yeah.
place we lived in, Rob.
Because that shed there,
That one there.
they had a
Yeah,
shed there for trucks and buses,
yeah, I
didn't
think
they?
there was something like that.
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so up there and there.
Oh, that's a good photo, that.
That
Yeah, I
is-
just got
that-
I just got
is
that
a-
off the internet. It's
That
not.
is a good old photo.
I'd love one. Can you take it off that?
Yeah, but it's pretty small. That's the only.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
The size is that like
Yeah,
that.
oh, yes. No, don't worry
But-
about it. Yeah.
But it's in the Omeo book. You guys seen the Omeo book that Mum brought home?
Yes.
I might have at some stage.
Oh,
Oh, I don't know whether I...